Gents. We got Isaac, Jeff, Connor, Third Down Podcast. Gonna touch on division winners potential and couple residual free agency moves,
Mhm.
along with a little bit of games at the end. So I guess to start off, Jeff, what do you think the Panthers are gonna look like this year?
I think the Panthers will probably still be bottom of the division, but I do like the move of getting not like a number one red receiver with Deontay Johnson. That was a start, but I don't expect high hopes. Like I expect like maybe 4 wins this year.
What's their first draft pick? It's second round, right? They got a second round.
Second round, it's like 33. They have two in the second round, so they have two in the 30s. I know that, but like it's nothing
Do you
like
think
special.
the Deontay Johnson move like does anything in terms of like moves the needle for that team?
It gives me more confidence with Bryce Young. Like Bryce Young actually has a younger target, someone that's able to do multiple catches in multiple areas compared to like Adam Thielen. So like it's a step in the right direction. I think they still need more help in that area, but it's not gonna change that much in terms of like offensive wise. Like he still needs better protection. Um, like I don't see high hopes for it. It's just a start. So it's nice to get a better wide receiver, but I think we're still like at least 2 years away before we're like even close to like fifth, like a 500 record.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly think that team is like three, four pieces away from like not being like the bottom of their division. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think like if the team stays like as it is right now, they're probably like 4-win team. But if they draft well and they find a good replacement for Brian Burns and they get that
Yeah,
defensive presence going again, I think it's I think there's definitely potential there.
yeah. The problem is like compared to like who else is in the division, like Atlanta, they're kind of my pick to win this year, obviously. But like Saints, they're kind of like they were competing for playoffs for like the longest time last year, so they're still kind of contending in that division. And then Bucks, same thing. So it's like a three-way race for first, and then the Panthers are just kind of sitting there at the bottom, chilling.
Do you think they overpaid for their offensive lineman that they signed?
I don't think they overpaid. He needs protection. Like he was getting killed, so
Yeah.
I like
What's
at
your
that
thoughts
point I'm
on
fine. I'm fine with paying that price if that's what it's gonna take to not kill him.
Yeah, I think I just think the hardest part about the Panthers right now is that like you looked at Adam Thielen, he had a good year,
Hmm.
like an okay year, not a good year,
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say it's
he
like
he was a dominant receiver with Minnesota
Vikings.
for one
Yeah.
year. Like he had a great couple year stretch,
Hmm.
but then teams started figuring out that that was Bryce Young's only
His
tar
blanket.
like it was his only target, like it was his
Yeah.
only guy, and so the problem with that is once like Deontay Johnson comes in, he's a great receiver. He's done things in the league that
Hmm.
other receivers can't do. Like he's a good threat. But once teams figure out that, I don't think I don't think that the Panthers have a good enough system in place where like I think other DB or defensive coordinators are going to be able to stop that easily. And then what's going to
Yeah.
happen, right? Bryce
Yeah.
Young is just such a new quarterback, and he's not experienced. You need to surround him with weapons. For example, like Caleb Williams going to the Bears this year, he's going to be surrounded by weapons.
Hmm.
He's going to have a good team, and he's not gonna rely on like one guy to throw the ball
Yeah.
to. Even Joe Burrow coming into the league, he was surrounded by weapons, and so he looked great. Josh Allen's a good example of that. When he came into the league, he wasn't surrounded by weapons, so he didn't look very good until year 3 or 4 when they got him Stephon Diggs, when they got him when Dawson Knox started playing. You know, when they built an offense around him. So I mean, we'll see what happens with the Panthers. I think they're going to win more games than expected. I do agree with
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
I
I
think they're going
agree.
to win more
Hmm.
games than expected. I think they could like. I don't think the Saints are going to be that good.
It's only
Really?
up from here.
Yeah, it is only up from
That's
here.
true.
I mean,
Yeah, it can't get worse.
Atlanta's going to get better than they did last year. I don't think they're going
Hmm.
to get that much better. Like Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He is coming off an ACL injury, or sorry,
That's true.
not an
Uh,
ACL,
the
Achilles injury.
Achilles.
So like how dominant are you gonna be? You're not A-Rod. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to come off of that.
That's true.
But yeah, it'll be. I think because the Panthers were all like they beat Houston last year. They beat the
Yeah,
Texans last year.
which
They
I
gave the
I
Green
watched
Bay
that.
run of the for money too.
Yeah,
That
and
game
like
was like a great game. Very
don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, like I watched that Houston game, like I was pretty invested in that one, and like they won barely off the skin of their teeth. Like it was kind of like Houston kind of shot themselves in the foot. Like
For
Carolina won off
sure.
like a last second field goal. Like it was like all the right things just fell in the right place for us to beat them. So like that game, like that was probably our best game of the season. But like we also had a lot of things kind of luck out for us.
The only reason I remember that too is because I was like I had a parlay going that, and that was the only
Yeah,
team. That was
yep,
the only
yep,
team I needed to win. I needed Houston to
yep,
beat the Panthers. I'm like, bum,
yep,
money. There
yep.
you go,
That's
bang.
true. Yep, same.
So little did I
It
know.
ruined my weekend that weekend with them winning. Even though it's like, are you serious? This is the time you guys win. But
Funny.
Jeff, do you think I've seen a lot of speculation that the Panthers trade up to potentially acquire Brock Bowers?
see, I heard that, but I don't think we have enough draft capital to trade up that high for him.
Yeah, because he's got
Like,
to be like a top 15 pick, like
yeah,
now.
like I've heard rumors that the Jets want him now, right? And the Jets are picking like what, 10th, 11th?
10th.
Yeah, so like I'm not like I don't want us to go away and throw away more draft picks for a rookie that might help us when we need more depth. Like we need to load up our team a bit. Like one
Mhm.
guy isn't going to change our team that drastically. We need multiple pieces.
I think you guys should draft that Lad McConaughey guy. Like he's like projected around that range, and like
Yeah.
he looks good. I mean, not that him and Adam Thielen really play similar, but
Yeah.
I think he could learn a lot from him and develop that way.
Well, that's
He
the
could
thing. Like Adam Thielen's at a point of his career, like he's kind of like teaching the younger guys how to play and like what to do and how to read defenses and
while
stuff,
getting a
right?
massive bag.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. The guy looked like he was about to retire, and then we signed him for an outrageous amount. But
I think he was about to retire, to be
like
honest. And then you guys
yeah,
just
that's
said,
what
you
I'm
know
like.
what, screw it.
Yeah, that's
Let's
what I'm
waste some
saying.
money
Like,
on this
He
guy.
got this random
yeah,
contract from Carolina. Like they're offering me that
yeah,
much.
exactly.
Yeah.
How
Which
do I retire?
yeah,
His
I would come out of
wife said,
retirement too.
absolutely, go take that money.
Yeah,
We're moving to Carolina, baby.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like, we're going to
So
Carolina.
it made no sense at the time of the like he got signed. I was just like, really? This is okay? It's like this is not Adam Thielen 3 years ago. Like he
Yeah,
hasn't been what he's
it's not
been.
your
So
future guy.
no, but
I like
whatever.
that contract better than the Miles Sanders contract. That
Yeah,
contract sucks.
How do you
yeah.
think he's going to play out?
I'm hoping he improves this year. Like he had a lot of injuries last year, so I'm hoping this year it's a little bit better. But we need a better run game because like our run game's just been atrocious since CMC has left. Like it's pretty much a revolving door of like, all right, who's got it? Is it him? Like maybe. Like I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't lose touches to Chuba Hubbard. That was quite embarrassing.
Chuba played well for a bit though, so it made
He's
us
not a
question.
bad. He's not a bad
Canadian
back.
born, boys. Canadian born.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
not a bad back though. I think he's
No,
you bring in a guy like I don't know. It was a little bit embarrassing though seeing
yeah,
that happen. Like it was like yeah, you expect Sanders to play a lot better, and then
yeah, and
he
then
becomes
a backup to the
almost even a
rookie
third string. Like
yeah,
Another thing, kind of off topic, but it kind of just is a testament to like how well that Eagles offense is constructed for the run. Like their O line is built perfectly. Like every single running back that's played there within the last 4 years
has been phenomenal.
tremendous, right? Like you look at DeAndre Swift's season last season, best season of his career.
mm,
You look at Miles Sanders the season before,
Yeah.
best season of his career.
Mhm.
It's going to be very interesting to see how Saquon performs. Like he might have one of the best seasons of his career.
I think you will.
and potentially he could have an all-time season. He could have an historic season. Like
Yeah.
looking back on how those running backs actually played in that system, is that like Miles Sanders, for example, played unreal, got a bag, right? Got a
Mhm.
bag, went to a play out. And then you see Swift played unreal. He went
Got
to a
a-
different team. He got signed
got
to a
a
different
bag.
team.
Still got a bag.
He's still got a
very
bag.
similar
Bag, right?
contract to Miles Sanders did.
Saquon Barkley doesn't need like for him. It's not about the money anymore because Saquon Barkley has
No.
all of these. You know, he has all of these
accolades.
sponsorships, promotions, and on top of the accolades, right? He is known as one of the best backs in the league. Whether injuries kind of slows that down or not, he is known as a top tier running back in the league. So him going to Philly just to play ball, not
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
prove it. Like he's
he
proven
doesn't have to
himself.
prove.
He's not trying to get a bag. He's trying to prove the fact that like he wants to win. Not really
Yep.
like you're right. He's not proving himself. It'll be really interesting to see how he plays.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that'll be an interesting division because I don't think Dallas got any better in the offseason.
I don't think Dallas hasn't done anything.
Yeah, they've signed one guy, I think.
But yeah, like I'm trying to think like if they've lost pieces compared to like what's been going on. Like not saying like Tony Pollard was any good, but like he was at least something in their backfield. Like I can't even think off the top of my head who they have
I
now.
think they
as a
should
back-
re-sign Zeke.
They
That'd be
should.
I've heard talks of that happening though.
Yeah, it'd be a good move for both parties. Like
Hmm.
that Dallas fans won't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Zeke won't be mad at that.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win. I mean, he's not going to be your primary back, but
No, he's something though.
yeah.
It's funny how it's funny how Derrick Henry talked about the Cowboys and saying how they didn't
I
even give
know.
him a shout.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And
I thought that was going to be like
I
without
thought that was a
question.
no-brainer, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like, who's going to be their RB1? Like Rico Dowdle?
I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
draft.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
draft. They
draft
have
someone.
to. Yeah, they have to
maybe
draft.
like a Blake Corum.
But it's
third, fourth round.
it's a terrible draft class this year for running
Mhm.
backs.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not.
know. I Blake Corum, man, he looks pretty good.
He's
But
good,
yeah,
but
it's not a strong running
there's
back
no one
class.
special though.
But apparently he's not NFL like
They said the
like-
same thing about Kyron Williams.
Yeah,
The
but
same
it
thing.
took
Yeah,
him, but look at Kyron. It took him like
it's
almost a
exactly
year.
it's a fifth
Dude,
year.
Kyron had one of the worst combines of all time,
Okay,
running backs wise.
but it showed.
He ran a 4.63.
Yeah.
That's super slow.
That's
And
not
he's
that
also
slow.
undersized.
4.63.
For a running back.
That's not. There's running backs that have ran 4.6s for sure.
For running backs he's 5'9", dude.
Yeah, but he went in the
Yeah,
fifth
that's
round,
true.
so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like all these projections and stuff like Blake Corum balled out last season. He was a huge reason for their
definitely
success.
he definitely balled out. I just don't see him like. I think he'll be like one to develop throughout the year. Maybe
Mhm.
by like December he might start hitting his stride kind of thing. But like I don't see him being like anything decent till like next year. Like I feel like he needs to have like a full year under his belt before he's even like sniffing being a top like 20 running back.
I also just think that it's like Michigan's O line was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. Like you could put a lot of running backs in college football behind that O line, and they would have done. Like go look at Blake's highlight tape from this year, and you could probably fit a small car through each hole that he's ran through for like a lot of his highlight tape. Like I'm not saying he's bad. He's great. Great ball carrying vision. Great cutbacks. But like Michigan's O line was ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah, and you guys are on your high horse about JJ McCarthy. When if you watch JJ McCarthy's highlight tape, he's sitting in the pocket for 6 seconds.
I'm
every
sorry,
play, ready
he's
to
Not
throw.
6 seconds every
Not
play.
6 seconds. Wait, he's
Bro.
getting
Definitely
faulted.
not 6 seconds.
He's getting faulted for having a good line. That's his fault.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
think-
difference between a quarterback having a good line and a running back having a good line.
Yeah.
You can take an average running back and put him behind a great line, and they'll still succeed. Whereas if you have an average quarterback behind a great line, you still got to make the throw. Like it's not like
It's a lot easier though.
Oh,
oh
of
yeah,
course.
I'm not
yeah.
saying
A lot
it's not
easier.
easier. Yeah, it's absolutely a lot easier.
You need a game manager. You don't need a playmaker at that point.
Well,
You need like
Well,
All
it's like JJ McCarthy.
I
If
don't
you call him a
think- I
game
don't think
manager, he's a
he's
damn
a game
good
manager. Yeah.
yeah. I just don't think he's top 4 caliber. Top 4 pick.
We'll see on Thursday.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm telling
We'll
you.
see on Thursday.
I can see him going top 4,
I'm
but
gonna
we'll
get on
see.
the phone and scream as loud as I can at you when I see it happen.
Jeff, you're not going to the draft, eh?
No, I'm not able to.
No. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try
Are you
and get
getting
into this. I'm gonna get because the standing room is free.
Is it?
So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sweet.
Get in there.
Nice.
So be sweet.
Yeah,
Hopefully, watch Marvin Harrison get drafted live.
that'd be sweet. That'd be
Hopefully.
sweet.
I feel like
Watch them trade.
something's gonna
Watch-
happen. They're gonna get
Watch them
screwed.
trade the pick, and I'm just
Yep.
there like.
Yeah.
And you're just there in your Kyler Murray
Cardinals?
jersey, like
Yeah, my
No.
Marvin Harrison
No.
jersey that's already made.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aw.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's gonna be fun though. Going to the draft.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well,
Dude, I'm so excited for this draft, man. It's
is
gonna be
this the
so
first time it's in
interesting.
Detroit?
I think so.
Or is it always in
Yeah.
Detroit?
I don't think
No,
no,
I
it's
think it's
definitely
like
not always.
I think it's
But
been there
I think it's
before.
I don't know if it's ever been there. The Super Bowl was in Detroit one year.
Hmm.
But should we segue into how we think each division is gonna what team is gonna lead each division
Sure.
Yeah.
pre
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Let's do
draft?
that.
So yeah, this segment will be we're gonna see after the draft how our
Oh, you stand up.
How we
yeah
stand
how
out.
our predictions kind of
Yeah.
stand.
Okay,
So
you want to start
let's-
AFC?
yeah, let's start
Yeah, let's do that.
AFC.
Let's start with the best
AFC,
division in football, AFC North.
Oh, okay.
AFC
All right.
North.
Let's do it.
Do you think that's the best division?
Yes.
Well, all teams went over 500
All
this year.
teams,
First time
yeah.
to ever happen.
I'm gonna say that's the most competitive division.
I think the NFC North is gonna give a run for the money.
AFC North or
last season-
NFC?
NFC North.
Okay, but I'm just saying AFC North statistically
In the
was the best
AFC.
division in football.
Yeah.
It was last season, but I'm
Like
just saying
last
for
season,
this
yeah.
season.
Yeah, so if we're
I
going
think-
right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's start with AFC North.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys go ahead. Connor, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. Ravens. Flat out Ravens. Like AFC North, it's gonna be the Ravens on top again. Derrick Henry leading. He's gonna be a dominant force this year behind Lamar Jackson. That O line is still good if they stay healthy. If Mark Andrews can stay healthy through the whole year, they have a great defense. Kyle Hamilton, was he a rookie? Was Kyle Hamilton a rookie last year?
He was.
Or
I think it
was it
was
his second
no.
year?
second year.
That was a second year, yeah.
Okay, well, either way, he's still going to continue to develop. He's an unbelievable player for how old he is. He's going to lead that defense. Yeah, Ravens. I think Ravens go like 13-4.
Yeah.
13.
So what do you think the order of that division is going to be?
So it's going to go Ravens. Ooh, wow, that's a tough one. If
I know my order, but
it depends. I'll go Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
okay.
Jeff, you go ahead.
Yeah, my pick, it's Ravens, but I think Bengals will be like a very close second. Like I think it'll be kind of like one of those divisions where it's like Leeds goes to the last week, Ravens just win it out. Just because like they've made the most moves. Like yeah, they've lost some pieces like defensively, but like I don't think anyone really is competing with them like offensively and defensively compared to the rest of the division. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm kind of similar with Con. Like I don't see them. Like I feel like it's theirs to lose kind of thing. Like I feel like something drastic, like an injury or something, would have to happen for them not to even like come close to being in the top. But in terms of order, my order is Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
Really, Steelers last.
Yeah, like I get the hype of like signing Russell Wilson, getting Justin Fields. Like I understand that hype, but I don't see them really competing in terms of like for that division yet. Like I think one more year maybe.
Their O-line's still horrible, and they still are missing like that alpha wide receiver. Like
Yeah, so that's why I'm like I don't see them like I think fourth, maybe best third, but like I'm kind of sticking them on the fourth. Like I don't see them being better than Browns, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff, and I want to put the Bengals first so bad, but
Me
Joe
too.
Burrow can't
Same.
stay healthy. He
Same.
can't stay healthy.
Same.
I know.
I
So
would
it's like-
honestly, if like I would put Bengals first, but like I don't want to be a homer and like Joe Burrow's my guy, I like him, but like I don't want to be that person that puts him first just because I like the team so much. But
But it's not even about that. Like it's about like on paper they have like no reason to.
oh
They
yeah,
have a very dominant team.
but they always
I
deal with some injury. That's the problem.
Yeah, even like Jamar Chase with
Yep.
his hip injury too. Like
Yep.
it's just so healthy. Like honestly, yeah, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that the team's gonna be healthy. Fingers crossed. I think that they're gonna lead
Alright.
that division.
Yeah.
Ravens following, then the Steelers, then the Browns. I think the Browns finish last.
I think they finished
Deshaun
last
Watson
for
has-
like 9-8 or like 8-9. I
Yeah.
think they finished last like 4. 13.
Oh yeah, no, they're still gonna be close. They're just not.
If they would have kept Flacco as the starter, I would have actually probably put them ahead of the
I would
Steelers.
put them,
Really?
I think I would have put them
All right.
second over the Bengals. Dude,
Oh,
Flacco's my
yeah.
man. Like, he's a
Dude,
dog.
but Deshaun hasn't proven
Uh,
anything since he's been back.
No,
Anything at all.
he hasn't.
Deshaun is
But
a terrible person for that team. Like,
yeah,
he just brings them down more and
He
more
does.
every day.
he does.
Yeah,
It was a
salary
it was a
cap
bad
wise,
trade, bad money.
morale-wise.
Like it was everything.
Yeah,
This is the most Browns trade I've
the
ever
most
seen.
Brown
It's
trade
the Browns. It's the
ever.
Browns.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I guess that'll segue into the AFC East.
we go
Yeah.
AFC East. All right, let's start that off with.
I wonder.
I mean, I'm not going to say no because as long as we got Josh Allen, we can win the division.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
I know
get
you
it.
think. I think
Oh, man.
as much as it's crazy, it's true. Like he's a good quarterback, but the thing is, I think the Jets are going to win the division this year.
Think so?
I think the Jets, if A-Rod can stay healthy, I think it would go Jets, Bills, Dolphins, and Pats are obviously going to be fourth. But like all three are interchangeable. Like Miami's a good team. They signed some decent players on the offseason. The problem is they can't play in the cold, and so those December games and November games, it's like you got to play. You got to play in the cold, even early January. Like
That's true.
week 17 or 18 is probably going to be for the division against the Jets or against the Bills. You got to win that game. You can't play in the cold if you're not at home. Like you have to play in the cold if you're not home. So yeah, I'm gonna put Bills at top just because I'm a Bills fan. I'll go Bills, Jets, Dolphins, and then Pats at the bottom.
All right.
Jeff, you go ahead.
I'm gonna put Dolphins first, actually. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think last year, them kind of choking in the last few weeks of the season is kind of gonna be like a nice reminder for them that they can't just coast after they get to a decent record. Like they actually have to finish a job. Plus, like kind of going off what Khan said, I think they need to avoid being in the cold weather. So that's gonna kind of motivate them to kind of get in the top of the division, so that they don't really have to go away too often. They're kind of gonna be there fighting for their lives, kind of staying in Miami. So that's where I'm putting them first, and then Bills second. Jets, I still see Jets being in third. They're going to be in the same spot. They'll probably just be a better record, like an 8 or 9, like 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. But I don't see them making like top two. And then Patriots are just going to be playing for another pick. So
good way to put it.
Yeah. Hopefully not with Marvin Harrison. Anyways, so yeah, my order is actually going to be the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills, and then the Patriots.
I'm totally putting Arizona at the bottom.
It's not even anything personal, dude. I just dude, they lost so many pieces, bro.
Yeah,
They lost so
true.
many pieces, and the Jets and the Dolphins gained a lot of pieces. And the Dolphins were riddled with injuries last year. If everyone comes back healthy,
Or the Bills.
Still were the Bills though.
You know, like half the guys at the Bills released barely even played. Like,
Yeah.
Jordan Poyer missed 4 games. Trey White missed pretty much the whole season.
I get that, but you still didn't. You didn't get any better. You still lost your alpha wide receiver.
Yeah, Alpha, who didn't get in a 100-yard game since week 6. Yeah, I'll call him Alpha.
I think this kind of helps Josh Allen though. Like he's gonna kind of go into like the whole Mahomes role.
Receiver, man.
I hate him from now on. I hate him.
Dude, he's an alpha receiver, bro.
Yeah, he's number 2 on the new team. So
damn, number 2.
Behind who?
Nico Collins.
Oh my God. No,
Okay.
No,
Diggs is gonna do better than Nico Collins. He's not wide receiver 1. In H-Town, he's not wide receiver 1.
I don't know.
Dude,
they've been working out together, so we'll see.
Nico Collins is wide receiver 3 behind Tank Dell.
You're ridiculous.
Put him behind.
You know what though?
Put him behind Noah Brown for all I care.
Dude, yeah, put Diggs behind Noah Brown. I'm fine with that. But like honestly, Tank Dell. Okay, we'll get into that. Actually, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Anyway, that's a fair. From a non-biased point of view, that's probably what I would have done.
Man, I think like in terms of like dude, once that team starts getting momentum, dude, like that team was so miserable last year behind Zach Wilson and whoever.
Speaking of it.
Oh, did you see that trade today?
I saw that trade. Yeah.
Interesting. New
you're the biggest.
Quarterback.
That's your guy. That's your Zach Wilson's your man, right? So how do you feel about that trade for him?
He's not my man. It's just
you talk very highly of him.
I just don't think he was ever given like a fair chance. He was never ever meant to start. Like if he was given the Jordan Love treatment,
Oh yeah,
Like sit behind Aaron
That's
Rodgers
fair.
for 3 seasons
the Green Bay
and
treatment.
learn.
The Green
It
Bay,
would have been
yeah.
like so much different. But they unfortunately the stars didn't align that way, and he was thrown into the dumpster fire offense. Like that offensive line did himself no favors. Even the offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett did him no favors. Like
No.
Yeah.
the play calling was atrocious. The players were all miserable. Momentum was like not on their side this season. They get behind Aaron Rodgers. If he comes back in Aaron Rodgers' form, momentum on their side, that team's going to be unstoppable, in my opinion. And then I don't think Miami's going to be very far behind, just because, like, when healthy, that team. I mean, they scored 70 points on the Broncos last year. Like,
It's true.
that's a deadly offense, man. And then once if they get those defensive pieces back, I think that's where the Bills kind of fall. I'm not saying the Bills are going to be a bad team for all. Like, it's still a competitive division. Those three teams are interchangeable, and like you could have a good argument for each team. But in my opinion, I think the Bills are going to win.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Moving on to the AFC South. Con, you go ahead, bro.
All right, let me think of this. So we got Jacksonville. I hate the South. We got Jacksonville. We got so we got Jacksonville Titans. We got Houston, and then we have
Colts. Yeah.
Indy is going to be.
I think we know
I'm gonna go
who's
from
first.
last to first. So I think
Yeah, I
Indy's
was
gonna be
gonna
last.
say.
I'm gonna go last Indy, just because I don't like Anthony Richardson could be a guy, but like you have like I just don't think. For me, I just like I don't actually. You know what? I'm gonna put the Titans back down to last, just because like the Titans did get better, but like I don't know how good they're gonna do with Will Levis at quarterback. And I'll put Indy third. Indy and Jacksonville can be interchangeable. I don't think Jacksonville's that good of a team. I think they had a good year. I think
they didn't have a good year.
Couple years.
They had a good
last year is what I meant.
Start.
They had a good couple years, but like I don't think Trevor Lawrence is making that jump. I don't think Trevor Lawrence.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. So Houston's gonna just dominate that division. Like they're going.
Oh yeah.
Houston is a great team with Nico at wide receiver 1, Tank Dell at wide receiver 2. No, but
Dalton
in all
Schultz
honesty,
at 3.
In all honesty, yeah, like
Schultz is number 1. What
Dalton
do you mean?
Schultz at 1, yeah. Like there's nobody. Like they're gonna sweep that division. Honestly, I could even put Indy at 2. I don't even care. Like Indy at 2, Indy at 3.
Give us your staple order. Let's hear it.
Okay, fine. I'll go.
Realistically,
Texans, Indy, Jacksonville, Tennessee.
Okay.
That's my 1 to 4.
Yeah. Mine doesn't change that much either. Like Texans are obviously number 1. They're I expect them to be like a 12-5, 13-4 team. Colts I think will be better than Jacksonville. I don't know. I don't care for Jacksonville. I don't think they're that great. Like I think they have some lucky breaks all the time, and like their schedule's been very favorable to them because like the order of what they always finish every year, they always play like the shittiest teams and somehow scrape by, get wins. They go to London, they play some random crappy team that no one wants to see out there. They got to win there.
Bills. They beat the Bills in London.
Exactly, but did the Bills care in London? Like you can tell the Bills were on vacation out there.
Yeah,
like, they didn't care.
also the Bills played like the Monday night that game.
Yeah,
flew over for the Thursday or for the Friday game or whatever it was.
Yeah, so like it's always a team.
Here we go. You're watching your team draft 4th.
No.
Happily, we're gonna have a true alpha wide receiver that you guys don't have,
and we're still gonna finish with a better record than you guys.
We'll see.
Okay,
yeah,
Cardinals might surprise.
But yeah, besides like Titans being that team that like Titans is gonna be at the bottom. Like I don't know. Will Levis is not that quarterback to me. He's not gonna be anything special. So I don't see what he's doing out there.
Calvin really just went from a bad to a worse team in the UFC.
I was a fucking dick.
My order is Texans taking the division. Colts. I actually don't think the Colts are going to be far behind, dude.
I think Richardson's going to have a good year.
Look deadly.
Like he's going to be good.
Richardson went down, man. That deadly. They still have, and that was without a healthy JT. That was still with him, like kind of like getting back.
And he didn't train.
I think he missed a game here and there.
And the whole contract negotiation bullshit.
Yeah, so they're like that team, like they have him signed, and Richardson's healthy. He got the surgery, so I don't think they're going to be far behind. So we got Texans, Colts, And then I want to actually put the Titans third, but their O-line
Over the
is
Jaguars?
atrocious. Yes, I do. But their
Okay.
O-line is still atrocious. So
Yeah.
until they get that draft capital or that draft, until they draft and get some O-line help, I can't put them over the Jaguars just because the Jaguars are complete. But realistically, dude, the Jaguars got worse. They lost Calvin Ridley. They gained Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is horrible.
Gabe Davis did better than Calvin
He
Ridley.
did better though. Yeah.
Well, he had a better quararback.
Yeah, way better quarterback.
Yeah,
Like by a million.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence, man, you actually watch him and he hasn't been good. He hasn't made a single leap. He made a little bit of a leap from when he went from Urban Meyer to O'Brien.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who
which is
wouldn't?
expected.
Who wouldn't though?
Expected. Go from a literal dumpster fire situation to a pretty decent quarterback, and it was a morale change. And he made that jump. Since that second season, he hasn't gotten any better
I agree.
at all. He still has a huge fumbling problem. So, anyways, I want to put the Jaguars last, but I can't until the Titans do something about that atrocious O-line. So, my order: Houston, Colts, Jaguars, and then
Same order for all of us. Cool.
Yeah. The only thing that with the Titans, I can't see them being above third because they lost Mike Vrabel, and Mike Vrabel was a huge staple for that team. He was, I don't know, he made those teams they were dogs whenever they wouldn't give up. They're kind of always fighting for wins. So I don't know if they're gonna have the same kind of mentality with
same grit.
Callahan
Was it Vrabel though? Because if Vrabel was this top tier coach that he was talked about, he would have gotten a contract somewhere.
No, not
No,
necessarily.
no,
There's
I don't think so.
that happens in the NFL. There's not
Yeah.
necessarily Bill Belichick,
Dude.
for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Bill Belichick, but Bill Belichick also you know what is coming with Bill Belichick. The reason why he didn't get a job is because he was demanding that he had the draft rights, that he was able to make decisions in the draft.
And
Yeah, that's true.
That's not
no team's gonna do that.
So, anyways, what was that coach? He's now on the Steelers. He came from the Dolphins. Brian Flores, right?
Oh yeah, what about him?
So that the politics involved there. He still got a coaching job with the Steelers after that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is that I think
he tried
all of
blackballing Tua, completely blackballing Tua, and he still got there was so much more politics involved in him leaving than Mike Vrabel. I mean,
no, I don't mean just by digging teams. I just meant I think most of the head coaches were picked out before Vrabel even said he was done.
Yeah,
I think just the behind the scenes talk was just Vrabel, he said he was done, but I think a lot of teams had a good idea, and there was only 2 or 3 spots left, and Vrabel probably just didn't fit.
Yeah,
which is okay. Vrabel might not even be that good of a coach. He might be a better player than coach. To be honest,
I think he'll be probably one of the first coaches up next year.
Maybe,
I think,
I might go college route.
He's still a player and personnel and coach consultant for the Browns. That's not even a part of the coaching staff. That's
no.
You're a consultant.
You're just helping the coaching
you're
staff.
helping them. Yeah.
I just found it so weird because there was still a lot of offensive and defensive coordinator vacancies when he got released. So
I don't know if he wants to be an OC or a DC though.
Yeah, I think
I'd rather do that than I'm not an NFL coach, but it's just I find it weird. I find it bizarre. I just wonder if that culture was due to Mike Vrabel or if it was the Tennessee Titans culture. They're never. If you look at historically, the Titans are very rarely ever a bottom team. They're always kind of middle.
They're floating.
So it might just be Titans culture.
It might just be you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's jump to the AFC West.
The last division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have the Broncos, the Chiefs. We have the Chargers and the Raiders. So Chiefs, Uno.
Yep.
I think to be fair, they do the same thing every year. The Chiefs, where they lose a couple games in the regular season, and they lose a couple bad ones, and the Chiefs lost it. Have the Chiefs been the same old Chiefs or the same Chiefs or the different Chiefs? And then they just go into the playoffs and dominate. They're going to do the exact same thing next year. Damn, bro. 2.
You got your Chargers.
Yeah, I know.
You got your Raiders.
Who's quarterback right now for? Is it Aiden O'Connell?
It's
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew.
I'm gonna go 8 in there. But
So I'm gonna go Chiefs,
Gardner.
Chargers. I'm gonna go Chiefs, Chargers.
Broncos, I guess.
Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos.
Mm.
That's my order.
That's my exact order. That's
Yeah.
my exact order.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think the Broncos are any better. Like, I
No,
don't.
I don't see them
They
doing
haven't done a
anything.
whole lot. They're pretty
They
They're
got
pretty
Zach Wilson, man. They got Zach Wilson, so
Does he
scary
play though?
Lord and
team.
Savior.
Let's be serious. Is he actually playing this year? Do you think he actually
Yeah,
gets
I
playing
doubt
time?
it, bro.
Who
They're
else
probably
right
gonna
now is
start
playing?
Stidham.
It's
They're
true.
probably gonna start Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they're like the Broncos are a scary team, and not in a good way, like in a bad way. They're a scary team. You don't
They're
want to
still
deal with
paying
them.
Russell Wilson
They're paying Russell Wilson for the next
so
2
much
years,
money.
Yeah.
and the Raiders, they got Max Crosby, and then they got that other D end on the other side of him now.
I would actually rather be a fan of all three of our teams than the Broncos right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
by
that's true.
far,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like, dude, the Broncos are so much more screwed than the Panthers right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only like good part I feel being a Panthers fan. Like at least we're not the Broncos. There's worse out there. So like
Yeah.
we're not paying someone like 200 million to not be on our team. So
yeah. So that's my order, pretty much.
Move into the let's start with the NFC North since we started with North on the other side. NFC North, Jeff, you started off, bro.
I think this one's Lions still. Lions will be first. I go second would be Bears, third Packers, fourth Vikings. So I think like Bears and Packers are kind of like interchangeable. Like it's gonna be kind of close race between them. But I think Lions will kind of be similar to what they were. Be like get at least 12 wins. Packers, Bears, I give them 9, and then Vikings probably like 6.
So yeah, that's pretty like standard. I think. Like I think most people think like most analysts think that the Lions are going to take it. I personally have a different
Yeah.
I have a different prediction. I think the Bears are taking the division, and
Okay.
it gets even crazier. I think it goes Bears, Packers, Lions, and Vikings. So, like I think the Detroit Lions are going to be fighting for that wild card spot, but I think the Bears are going to surprise a lot of people, and I also think the Packers are going to solidify themselves as one of those top teams in the league.
Cool. All right.
How about you, Connor?
Lions. Lions go like maybe 11-5. Packers go 10-6. Bears go 8-9. And then Vikings go 4-13. I think
Fair enough.
I think the Lions are just a good fundamental football team with good backups, good team culture, and they're hungry because they just lost a game that they should have won in the NFC Championship game. They were up
Well,
and they should
momentum
have
could
won.
swing either way, though.
For sure.
Momentum could swing
Oh,
either
For
way.
sure. No, I agree, but I'm just saying they're a hungry team with a hungry coach. Lions are going to win the division. Same with I think I could be wrong with my prediction with the Packers, but I'm going to stick with it. I think the Bears could make a move on the Packers. I think either the Packers are going to stay where they are or regress a lot. And I think they're going to be either a good team, dominant team that are going to play for a top seed in the NFC, or they're going to be a middle of the or lower to the pack team. I don't have faith in the Bears. I think they're a good team, and I think they're going to do good things. I think they have a great defense. I don't like the Caleb Williams hype train. I don't
think
know
it's
why.
overhyped.
I don't know
I think it's
why.
overhyped.
I think he is too,
I
but
think
he's
he's
better than Fields.
I think he's a good quarterback, and they brought in certain receivers, and they brought in weapons around
They
him.
brought in Swift. They brought in Keenan
Yeah,
Allen.
and I think they're going to do good. It's just I don't know. The Bears always find a way to be the Bears.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
it
Their
is.
it's like
O-line
you know what I
still
mean.
sucks.
It's like
Their
the
O-line
Browns.
still
Like they're
sucks.
like kind of the Browns of the NFC. Like the Bears always find a way to screw things up.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my 4. What did I say? I said yeah. So Lions, Packers, Bears,
Vikings.
Vikings. Vikings is self-explanatory.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think.
there's no need to explain there.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement there.
There we go.
So we'll move to the NFC South.
Okay.
So I guess
Good
I'll
Jet.
start this one
Oh,
off.
you
I
want to
don't
go,
think
Ice?
I've started.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I've
start.
started this one off.
No.
So I think the Falcons take the division.
Mhm.
I think the Bucks are not far behind, and then I actually am going Carolina and then the Saints. I don't believe in Derek Carr one bit, and like they signed Chase Young. Chase Young, he's kind of solidified himself as like a lazy player that kind of gives up on plays. So he doesn't move the needle for me. They're still a good team, but I could see them kind of falling at the bottom of that division. They're not going to compete for a playoff spot.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, I'll go next then, I guess. I like ATL up top. I do with Kirko. I think he's going to use Kyle Pitts. I think their new OC is going to use Kyle Pitts a little better, use Bijan a little better.
Yeah.
Um,
He's been
yeah,
talking like he is.
Please.
He knows who his
like
best players are. So
let's be real. That like if the let's say this offense in Atlanta was with like a an Andy Reid, they would be so
Or
good.
like a
Oh,
Mike
yeah,
McDaniel
phenomenal.
Or
something.
like even with like back in the day, like with who's that head coach? He just played at the Bills, or he's just OC at the Bills.
Oh, Ken Dorsey.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not Ken Dorsey. The guy before him. He's a head coach at. I
Oh,
don't know. I'm blanking on his name. He's a head coach over at New York.
Dable?
I don't know. Oh,
Dable?
yeah, Dable, Brian Dable.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Dable,
Yeah.
yes.
Like you have like an OC like that, and
Yeah.
that's who I think the OC is for Atlanta. I think the OC they brought in is like going to be a guy who uses those. So I went
Mhm.
number one for sure. Number two, number two, I'll have to go Bucks just because they're proven. Number
Yeah.
three, I'm going to go Saints. Number four, Panthers.
Yeah, that's my order too. Like,
I have the Panthers higher than you, and that's crazy.
I'm a realistic fan. I know what to expect. I don't expect us to be that great. Like, I don't know. I still think the Saints are better than what people think. Like, I don't think they're winning the division, but like, I don't think they're just bums that are going to be like at the bottom. Like, I think their quarterback situation's not the greatest, but the overall team is still better than the Panthers. So that's kind of where I give the Saints a leg up on us.
All right, so we'll let's move into the NFC East. So
Okay.
Cowboys, Redskins, Giants, Eagles.
All right.
Jeff, you want to start it off?
Yeah. This one I'm gonna go Eagles. No surprise there because it's the Eagles. I think even though like obviously they have lost like Jason Kelsey's gone, so like their sneak situation's not gonna be the same. But I think Saquon Barkley's like a game changer for that team. Like they've always kind of been kind of one dimensional where it's like Jalen Hurts is either throwing to his guys of Smith and Brown or Goddard. And then everyone knows the run game's not going to really kill you. It's kind of like, it's there, but like we can contain it. Now it's kind of more their play action. I think it's going to be phenomenal because like who are you really marking at this point? Like it's almost like an all-star team over there. So I don't see the Eagles really doing much to not win this division. Second, I'm going to go. Even though the Cowboys haven't done much, it's hard to still not pick them to go second. So I'd still go Cowboys for second. But I think the Commanders might be closer to them than what most people think. Like Commanders have done a lot of moves considering like they don't do a lot. Commanders are kind of like the Browns in a way where like they always fuck up things. They're always that team where you laugh at. I think now Commanders are trying to coming out of that shadow of being so bad for so long that they're going to start being a little bit more mediocre. And then the Giants, I don't see them doing well. Like I see them. This is going to be their year where they do horrible, and then they're picking a QB for the future because Daniel Jones is not that guy.
Couldn't have said it better. I mean, yeah.
Just a disclaimer. I forgot to put my input on the AFC West. So I think it's the Chiefs, the Chargers. Oh, so you know what? I actually did because I said I agreed with you guys. Never mind. I was just looking at the division
Okay.
and I'm like, oh, I don't think I said it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
no,
yeah,
but I agree. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, cool.
I actually think the Giants. So my order might be a little bit different. I think the Cowboys actually win the division.
Okay.
I think like the O-line did get worse without Jason Kelce. Regardless, like this is pre-draft, so they could fix it in the draft. But this is pre-draft, so as of right now, that O-line did get worse. Sure, it's still gonna be serviceable, and they still have a great running back, Saquon. But I think the Cowboys, they always perform well in the regular season. Playoffs, different story. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, and then I think Redskins actually finish last.
Yeah.
Because I like Daniel Jones is still a serviceable quarterback. I know, like, he was dealing with injuries at the beginning of the season. Like the entire time he was playing, he was dealing with injuries. The season before, he brought them to the playoffs. So
yeah, the thing with Daniel Jones, though, I don't think, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying he's the worst quarterback. Like, he's not. There's obviously he's better than a select few. Like, he's better than some in the league. I feel like the problem is with the Giants, he has no one to really go off of. Like, who's his number one out there? That's the problem.
Okay,
like, I can't even name it his number one receiver.
Well, would probably be Wan'Dale Robinson or probably not Jalen Reagor.
I don't.
Not Jalen Reagor.
It's Kenny Galladay.
Exactly. The fact that you have to debate, have to debate who his number one is, just tells you how that team is. Like, you're just like, who's the guy? Like, I don't know. Like, it's a coin flip every week, where it's like, hopefully this is our guy this week, and then they somehow pull a hamstring every time.
So I agree with you, Jeff, on that. Whereas, like, I just think they're a bad team.
I think they're bad, but how do you put the Washington Commanders above the Giants when the Commanders literally don't have a quarterback?
Well,
they traded away Sam Howell.
They're about to draft one.
This is pre-draft.
Yeah, no, but their Commanders are a 2015 All-Star team. They got some guys.
Yeah,
they're good.
And you're telling me,
well, you might as well. You might as well get Flacco in there too.
I think if the Commanders played the Giants today, they could run Wildcat and beat them.
Yeah. You're telling okay, so
you're gonna put Austin Eckler at quarterback.
Isaac, tell me this. You're telling me that you would pick Daniel Jones over the two guys that are left that the Commanders can pick in this draft?
Dude, they have Jeff Driscoll right now as their starting.
Okay, but they're still drafting someone that's going to be better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but this is pre-draft though.
No, I understand that, but like pre-draft, like, I still put them above the Giants. Like, I don't know, the Giants aren't doing anything.
I do agree. This is pre-draft, and technically we're doing it right now. But we know that the Commanders.
I know.
We know that for a fact. But we don't know if Arizona's going to take Marvin Harrison or if they're going to trade the pick. We know for a damn fact that there's going to be a top 2 quarterback from this draft on Washington.
You're right.
I was
just kind of making an argument.
I get what you're saying. Plus,
next week you're going to
their defense.
Yeah,
they traded away their mid-season last season. They traded away their entire defensive line, and they signed a bunch of old guys. I mean, I don't think the Commanders they're going to have a young quarterback. I mean, how did Bryce Young perform last season without any help?
That's true.
Right now we're arguing what team's going to finish 4 and 13, and what team's going to finish 3 and 14.
It doesn't even matter.
That's what we're arguing right now.
Yeah.
So no, we're all somewhat in agreement there, but
that's
just a little bit different.
Plus, right now they have Marcus Mariota, so you know how he was in his day.
Well, he was something.
I mean, so we'll move on to the last division here, NFC West. So it'll be Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers, and Rams. I guess I'll start this one off since I'm a Cardinals fan.
Right.
Cardinals first.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Who else is in that division beside the Cardinals?
So it's I got San Fran winning the division.
Yeah.
I don't think that's self-explanatory. I don't even have to explain. They're a juggernaut team.
Yeah.
And then I got the Rams. If Cooper Kupp is healthy, they got that dynamic receiver duo is like you can argue it's one of the best in the league. It might even be the best in the league behind Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
And maybe Jalen Waddle and Tyreek. But anyways, top 3. So anyways, San Fran, Rams, Cardinals, and Seahawks. Actually, no, I can't do that.
Wow.
I can't do that.
I was gonna say Seahawks last.
This is pre-draft.
Yeah, you have to switch that.
The Cardinals are Cardinals are right now they're pretty bare bones, but they have a lot of draft picks. So actually, I'm gonna put Seahawks 3, Cardinals 4,
Okay.
pre-draft. We'll come back
Pre-draft.
to this after
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
agree.
draft.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to change a thing. Other
Yeah.
than Seahawks, like I could put them under card. Like I just don't
It's
think
hard.
that like
It's hard.
Dino Smith ran the fastest time at their OTAs. Like
Yeah.
he ran the fastest time at their OTAs. I know
Hey, man,
DK didn't
Gino in
run
his
it, but
heyday was quick.
yeah. But yeah, no, I agree.
34-year-old Gino.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So yeah,
Matt
that
Stafford's
concludes,
also a
guys.
dog.
Yeah.
Do you, Jeff? Do you got time for a game or two, or do
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta
good.
go?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
do a game or two.
Yeah, let's do a game.
All right. So last week we did we ranked running backs. Or sorry,
Mhm.
last week we ranked wide receivers. This year we're gonna blind rank running backs.
Blind rank
let's-
running backs.
Line rank.
So
Give me a
let's
second. Let me get the
blind rank.
whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's run it.
Okay, so let's blind rank these running backs.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say that a little bit better. Let's blind rank these NFL running backs
Yeah.
without knowing who comes next.
Yep.
So your first running back on the board, Dameon Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
Dameon Pierce. Okay.
I'm not 4. Can I go
4.
4?
Yeah. 4 is good.
4.
I just
Yep.
feel like this is gonna be an Isaiah McKenzie-esque like.
Yeah. There's gonna be someone
Yeah.
worse.
4, we're gonna DP.
For context, I got Isaiah McKenzie last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have him locked in at 4.
4.
Yes. 4.
Okay. So your next running back, Austin Eckler.
3.
Yeah, I'm good with 3.
I think he's better than Damian Pierce, but like right now, not by much.
Okay.
All right.
So your next running back, Derrick Henry.
2. I want to put 2, but I feel like he might be the best. So
I'm totally fine with putting him 1.
Okay. All right. Let's do 1.
I can make an argument Derrick Henry being the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that might be proven. So I'm fine with putting him 1.
All right. Derrick Henry 1. Plus
So
he's
your
on the
next running back,
best team.
Joe Mixon.
Oh, that's perfect. Definitely put him 2.
Yeah,
That's-
over these guys right now. But
Yeah.
the problem is he's gonna say
Yeah.
he's gonna say like
Christian McCaffrey? Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's
anyway, yeah, let's put Mixon at 2.
Mixon locked in at 2.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah. I can't put
And the-
Mixon underneath Pierce. So
No.
That's fair. All right, your last running back's Jerick McKinnon.
perfect.
So you guys did pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like pretty
I
well
think put
perfect
McKinnon-
list.
I think
I
we put McKinnon over Damian Pierce though.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be
like,
the only change.
That's a toss up though. I would actually agree.
This is a
Dameon
great
Pierce is
list.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But definitely better than last week. You guys had Isaiah McKenzie at 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that was our first time. We were learning the game.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. So the last game that we'll do before we conclude here, it's just guess the player I'm thinking of.
Easy.
Guesses it
All right.
first.
I gotta get a win now. I'm on a losing
Okay.
streak.
Jeff, you can start. Because I won last time.
Yeah. All right. Is this person in the AFC?
This player is not in the AFC.
All right.
Must be NFC.
Must be. Or XFL.
Is the player play offense?
He plays offense, yes, from time to time. No, he plays offense.
I was like, what?
Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is this player in the NFC North?
This player is not in the NFC North.
QB.
Not a QB.
Is this player a running back?
Not a running back.
All right. Well, not much left.
They play in the playoffs last year.
He did play in the playoffs.
Played in the playoffs. All right. Was this player a rookie?
Not a rookie.
Do they play on a team with a number in their name?
No.
Okay.
Do they play on a team that's an animal?
Do they play on a team that's what, sorry?
An animal.
An animal? No. That's a good question.
I'm gonna have to guess it because I think I know it.
All right, go ahead. It's all you.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in an answer. CeeDee Lamb.
Not CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
I feel like I know it, but I don't want to. I need one
Come
more
on,
guess.
Jeff, you got it. Come on, Jeff.
I have one
You
more
don't want
guess.
to get. You don't want to get one more guess and then he
I know
guesses
that's the
it.
problem. I
That's
don't
what
want to give.
happened last time.
I know. I gave him too good of a hint last time. Did this player's team win their division last year?
Did they win their division?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. They definitely won the division.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna give this to you on a plate right now. You said
I know
they
who
play
it is.
offense?
I know who it is.
Dude, so they
Plays
play.
offense,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
did they play tight end?
No.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking. All right.
I thought it was someone else.
I was not thinking him. Is this player Mike Evans?
It is Mike
Yeah.
Evans.
Yes.
It is Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job,
dude,
Jeff. You guys are 1-1.
I had the Cowboys locked in. I totally forgot the Bucks weren't an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Bucks, like Milwaukee Bucks. Here, you know what, Isaac? Oh wait, I guess you gotta go away.
Yeah, I gotta go in a minute.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I'll pick a player this time so you can play Isaac.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good. All right, guys.
All
Good
right.
pod. I'm gonna upload this one later tonight, so the audience will finally see episode. I guess this is episode 1. So, all right, guys. See you next episode. Cheers.